more songs, pieces that we wrote, if that's all right by you. All right. Bless this home and all within it. Bless all those who enter in it. Sing amen, sing amen.
Bless this space and all around it. Let your heavenly hosts surround it. Sing amen, sing amen.
Bless this place as we seek your face, as we learn about your grace. Sing amen, sing amen. Bless this path with all who walk it, and all that we carry on it. Sing amen, sing amen. Bless this day with all that's in it, and the steps that take us through it. Sing amen, sing amen. Bless this place as we seek your face, as we learn about your grace. Sing amen, sing amen.
Bless
This time and the words that fill it, and the lives that journey through it. Sing amen, sing amen. Bless this place as we seek your face, as we learn about your grace. Sing amen, sing amen, sing amen, sing amen. Amen. We got another slower one for you, and then we'll kick it back up with our last one. Grace, we call upon your grace. We seek your loving face. We open to your ways to carry forward, to move us onward, to lift us heavenward as we fix our eyes on you. For those who bow before you, for those who dare implore you, for those who can't ignore you, meet us here, oh heaven, meet us here. Grace, we call upon your grace. We seek your loving face. We open to forward, to move us onward, to lift us heavenward as we fix our eyes on you. For those who aim to please you, for those whose hearts may need you, for those with eyes to see you. Meet us here, oh heaven, meet us here. Grace, we call upon your grace. We seek your loving face. We open to your ways, to carry forward, to move us onward, to lift us heavenward as we fix our eyes on you. For your grace is all sufficient, for your grace is ever present, for your grace is never ending. Meet us here, oh heaven, meet us here. For your grace is all sufficient, for your grace is ever present, for your grace is never ending. Meet us here, oh heaven, meet us here. Grace, we call upon your grace. We seek your loving face. We open to your ways, to carry forward, to move us onward, to lift us heavenward as we fix our eyes on you, as we fix our eyes on you, as we fix our eyes on you. Amen. Amen. So after last time we were here, it was about 2 weeks later, and we got together to write some more songs, and we decided to do something different. Neither one of us had anything prepared. We just thought we'd show up and see what God would do with it. I sent Dave a message. I said, Dave, I'm just bringing me and Jesus. He said, I think that should be sufficient. So we started talking about what God was doing in our lives, and just started saying, I feel like this year God is calling me to just show up to life and stop running, and to just be present with it, and to just trust him with all of it. And we just started playing around with that, and then that Bob Marley song came in, get up for your rights. So we're playing around with that music a little bit. And then I just started writing. God just started writing through me, and sometimes we'll do spoken words, sometimes it'll be poetry, sometimes he writes songs, and this next piece is the first one that came out. And so while we started doing the music around it, then the other two pieces that you heard before, God just started writing. So in one session we came in about 3 hours. God was writing something through us. So don't ever think it matters what you do or do not have. God will show up to the table if you ask him to come. Amen. So this is our last piece. This is a spoken word piece and a little bit of music in there. If you feel like singing along or humming, please feel free to do so. But thank you again for having us here. Someone out there needs a story like yours, one that affirms that the open doors aren't always closing on every shore, but sometimes open when there's something more to be discovered on the other side. So the time is now, and you can't hide from the truth of who you are or how you move. Can't hide behind a well-worn groove when it's all you've got and it's all you'll lose if you hold back from the very truth that makes its home in you. It's time to stop fighting the wars that have no business being fought, and start showing up to the ones that came along with a righteous need to meet another's song, but you gotta know it's worthy to hear. If you wanna opt out of misery, you gotta opt into the mystery and let go of naming a past with shame or fear or judgment or ridicule. You gotta let your feet hit the floor with a conviction once more that this story inside is worth fighting for. You gotta get up, set the worries aside. You gotta stand up for what you know is right. You gotta show up and opt into this life. With all its craziness, with its fear and pride, you gotta show up for this wild ride, because opting into being human is a choice you've already made, so opting into owning it is the very next phase. When it's time to rise, then it's time to shine, and let the world see through the story divine as it plays through you, and it's all we're asking you to do. You gotta get up, let your feet hit the floor. Show up, don't be afraid anymore. Stand up for what is worth fighting for, and opt into your life this time. Because you've got a message the world needs to hear, and it's worth speaking for the lonely ear who's been searching for permission. To get up, to show up, to stand up and opt into their life this time. Don't worry about whether or not the world wants to hear you. Figure out if you've got something to say and put the pen to the page. It's a leap of faith, this field of dreams, where your only prerequisite is to take the next step and trust the space to be filled by you fulfilling your part. It may take everything you have, or it may take a whole lot of nothing, but your duty is simply to rise and give voice to the voice that won't be silenced inside. Get up, let your feet hit the floor. Show up, don't be afraid anymore. Stand up for what is worth fighting for, and opt into your life this time. Get up, let your feet hit the floor. Show up, don't be afraid anymore. Stand up for what is worth fighting for, and opt into your life this time. Settle into your life this time. Amen. Thank you all.
Amen. So before you follow your program here, we're going to make a little change in that Leak Memorial Church Choir needs to come on now because one of their members has to leave early. So the Leak Memorial